Here is STEAM. I wanted to give a bit of an update on this because we're getting closer, I think. And we're getting closer mostly because of the fact that we can draw a very apparent trend and a pattern of a wedge that is downward pointing and therefore bullish. Yes, price can continue sideways and even lower even after breaking out of this. Yes, absolutely. And we've seen examples of that. But one thing I don't really notice is that the convex nature of this as a rounding bottom here is very pointy down. And if we just focus on this correction for now, we can see this as an ABCDE. ABC for A, ABC for B, they're all very three-wave-ish overlapping, which is very corrective. ABC for C, ABC for D, and ABC for E. So I think this is kind of showing either the E is here or the E can be moved down a little further lower, which will make it closer to the apex. This was as low as 147. Bear in mind, look at this vertical move. This was an unsustainable move. And during these kind of vertical moves, especially with Verge, I had been saying back in late last year that when it goes vertical, you take some off the table. These are not predictable. You cannot count a vertical move because there's no separation of price bars to be able to really easily, clearly count a vertical move as waves. And clearly, this became apparently extended wave 5. And earlier that was explained for Coin as well. And one of the requirements of an extended fifth on the correction side is that it retraces very deeply. So you need to be a little bit careful here, I think. Yes, if it breaks out here, it can be maybe to the moon, so on, what have you. But even if it breaks out, you can still get a lower low. Please excuse my freehand drawings. This can still go as WX, WXYXZ. So WXYXZ. And then the E wave will be down to here. I'm not saying this is a new target. I'm just giving you an example of it. The sideways, continuous sideways movement has to be expected. But the only thing that I see differently from the others on the STEAM is that this isn't necessarily curving into a rounded bottom formation. It has met the requirement of that very deep retracement. And it would be interesting to see if there's a breakout here or from here. 5 waves up. So we could get one more lower low, potentially. Or we could already be seeing that in effect right now. I don't know. And the breakout here could correct in that it reads as 5 waves, but then after that, it'll just continue going sideways, potentially. So even with STEEM, you need to kind of temper your expectation of to the moon stage. Because this is an altcoin still, and with an extended fifth, while you may still get a 5-wave up, and we may even go to $3-4, this can then correct into a WXYXZ or complex combination of any type. I think for most altcoins, the correction will probably go into mid-May or so, and then start turning around potentially. But likely the top 10 coins, including Bitcoin, obviously, it may turn around ahead of the altcoins, a few weeks ahead. The other thing to consider is look at this very long correction here. It went sideways for a long time, for months. Now the sideways action could be truncated because of the enhanced maturity in its liquidity, yes. I'm hoping that'll be the case as well. So if you look at this, it just went sideways for months. Shorter sideways, but a bigger move. I'm sorry, not a bigger move, but the length of the sideways is becoming less, and hopefully it'll become less and then start up. How long and how many more months? I don't know. But usually one can tell whether you are 1/3 or 2/3 near done. So if I took it from here only, perhaps we could see something of that type, where instead of 6-7 months, it'll be 2-3 months. The presence of this extended fifth almost prohibits a very quick, rapid, on-the-dime turnaround of a correction. It has to be all churned into the price. That's kind of a move. It has to be all incorporated into it. And now that the downward phase is complete, I think some sideways, the basin phase is what I've been calling it. The basin of the rounded formation has to take place. And by the time it's 2/3 done, maybe in mid-May or so, we may start seeing an impulse to take it so that the right wall of the formation, rounded formation of the pattern, could be completed. So this could be an E, but this whole thing will be a WXYXZ. I hope that is helpful and provides some additional insights to help augment your due diligence. Have a great day.